Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hazeeq, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin Cash. As always, I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now let's jump straight into the TA. So taking a look at the daily chart, you can see that we obviously had a massive pump in June, and from this low that we printed on June 10th or June 9th, actually it was 10th at $91, we went up 262% in approximately a month. Then we started retracing down and we took a dip of approximately 50%, and I told you guys that $175 would be a great entry point. This was the 0.5 of this Fibonacci retracement. Some of you did not really expect that, but I said that once you have a huge pump like that, it is okay for us to have a retracement. Now the 0.5 has been retested and we are making our way up, and we're up approximately 40% from the 0.5, and we're sort of trying to break above the 0.236. Now this could be a lower high situation, so we could probably just print a lower high here and then continue with the downtrend. That is a very strong possibility there, because if you come back up with a lower high, that shows that there is less power in this move, and that typically is foreshadowing a continuation of the downtrend. So that's something to understand. I would not be buying in at these prices right now. Obviously, this was a great buying opportunity and we were targeting that here on the channel. So if you haven't had a chance to buy back in August or even here in September when we dipped below $200, I would probably just wait. You do have the 0.238 here sitting at approximately $200. That would be a great entry from where we are right now. That is a 15.3% pullback. So feel free to set up some buy limit orders, but I would definitely be waiting before entering Bitcoin Cash. As of right now, you can see the RSI is getting into the overbought, and that's not an ideal situation for us. So we want to retrace back down, and once again, you can see that once you were sitting down here, that was a great entry point in the middle of August. But yeah, that's all I have for the daily chart here. Not a lot to cover. One other thing that we can do is we can add another Fibonacci retracement here. So from this low that we printed in August and in September, we can set up a Fibonacci retracement, and this will give us some targets. So we are hitting the golden ratio here, and the golden ratio is obviously the area between the 0.5 and the 0.618. So that is a massive resistance level for us. As you can see, we did have a bit of a trading range here in July. Then we dropped, back tested as resistance, and we saw a pullback. Right now, we are testing it for the first time in a few months. So we might get rejected once we test it for the first time here in autumn, and then we might come back up with another move, and that's when we actually break it. But I would be looking for the 20 MA here for entries. That would be a great entry point in my opinion. So I'll leave both fibs on and we can switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40+ low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. Taking a look at the weekly chart, you can see that we have a Fibonacci retracement set from the swing high in May 2021 down to the swing, down to the swing low here in February 2022. And this does give us a technical target down here at $101. That was retested perfectly in July in November last year, in December last year, and then once again in June 2023. So this was a massive, massive accumulation zone for you guys to look into. And if you didn't build a position during this time, well, you still might have an opportunity if we dip below $180 again. But you can see that the 20 EMA on the weekly chart has been holding us as support. And this was a very good entry. I told you that the 20 EMA is a strong support. This will be our bull market support band as well. So once we start pumping, this should be holding us up for healthy continuation. We also got a bullish cross, which is when the 20 EMA crosses above the 55 on the weekly. And that's a pretty strong signal. But once again, we do want to see some more volume coming in. We do want to be breaking above this June 2023 high. Otherwise, I would be looking for a retracement back down to this pink trend line on the RSI. As you can see, we have retested it in July, in December last year, and in June this year. So one bounce before we head into the bull market is possible here sometime before the end of the year. And that's what we have for the weekly RSI. The stochastic is slowly making its way back down below. We're trying to get below the stochastic. As you can see, back in June, we were sitting below the index of 20. That was a great entry, so we might repeat that story. And the MACD has printed a bearish cross, and now we're curling back up for a bullish cross. So once you get a bullish cross, that would effectively confirm that you printed your short-term or local bottom here, and you are confirming this potential uptrend that we are starting. So once again, with this uptrend, we want to be breaking above this $300 high. If we don't, then there's a good chance that we will simply be looking at a lower high and then continuation of the downtrend, which is not something that we want, obviously. But in case we do break above the $300 mark, we are going to be looking at the 1.618 here, sitting at $396. So that's going to be your next massive target, but that's only if we break above this June 2023 high. For now, I would say just wait on the sidelines for a bit before getting into Bitcoin Cash. Of course, if you really want to buy in right now, that's fine. I'm not a financial advisor, but you can also see that we are trying to break above this resistance here at $223. We held it as support back in 2020, and we'll see if we actually end up closing a candle above this level here, or will this just end up being a wick. So that's pretty much everything I have for you guys. Feel free to set up some buy limit orders all the way down to $177. You have the 20 EMA, the 55, and $183 as support. Anything below that, obviously great entry point. Thank you for watching once again. Stay safe and have a great day.